Welcome to my first 6th edition BatRep full version. This is going to be 1500 points of Orks versus Tyranids. So we'll take a look at the bugs that Mark brought. He brought 1500 points of Tyranids, and his Warlord is going to be his Tyranid Prime, which has a Lash Whip, Bone Sword, and a Death Spitter. He's got 5 Tyranid Warriors with him as well. He has a Tervagon, which is the thing that pumps out those nasty little termagants, and he's got 10 of those as well. He has his Doom of Malantai, as well as 2 Zoanthropes. The Winged Hive Tyrant is going to cause all sorts of havoc and craziness, as well as 2 Carnifexes. Now for my 1500 points of Greenskins, I brought my War Boss on bike with a squad of 5 Knobs on bike. There's 2 Power Claws and 3 Big Choppas. I've got a small squad of 12 boys with a knob in a truck, an additional squad of 20 boys. They all have shooters. There's a couple big shooters in there as well, led by Mad Doc, the special character, a squad of 13 Burnas with a mech with a custom Mega Blaster and a Battle Wagon, a small squad of 5 Ludas, and my Daka Jet, which I'll see if it can cause some carnage this time. So we'll look at the table setup. So the mission we rolled for was Emperor's Will with a setup of Dawn of War. We've got our 2 objectives, well, one in each of our deployment areas. You see them there. Mine's in the ruins there, and Mark's is just in the tree there. Warlord traits. Mark got Master of Defense, and I've got Master of Maneuver. So see if I can steal the initiative. And I failed to do it, so Tyranid TÜRN1. So start off by moving the Hive Tyrant, now the Tyranid Warriors up. And then the Carnifexes. And the Termagants that were right there. Now he's doing a Psychic test. He's casting Endurance onto the Warriors. He passes that. Now he's doing the hatching a bunch of new little Termagants there. I think he managed to get 7 or 9 on that first roll, and then he moves them up. And then the Zoanthropes move up. The Doom moves up, and then the freshly hatched Hormagaunts move up as well. Or Termagants, sorry. Now the Hive Tyrant's going to target the bikes. He's going to fire his Devour, which gets 12 shots, twin linked. Of those, 8 hit, 5 of those wound. I managed to make 2 saves, but I do lose a biker right away. Now next up, the Carnifexes are going to fire their Venom Cannons. So there's 2 template blasts there. Now of those, the first one scatters off, and I think we figured out it scattered completely. It wasn't touching anything there, or if it was, maybe just 1. I think that was hitting 1. And then the second template scatters not quite the same distance. And that one managed to capture a couple more. So I think it was 3 in total. So of those 3, failed all the rolls. And 2 of them are dead. Actually managed to make 1 feel no pain roll. So, and now the Zoanthropes are they're doing the runs, so the Tyranid Warriors are going to run up the rest. The Zoanthrope is going to use his Warp Blast. Only one of them is within range. So he gets 1 shot. He managed to scatter, doesn't scatter at all. And he managed to get 3 wounds. I do make 1 feel no pain roll. So 2 more of those guys are gone. I don't have to worry about leadership because they're still having mob rule. Now he's moving up those Termagants. And now he's going to run the baby making machine. And then the other Termagants in behind. And that brings us to Orks TURN1. So I'm going to start. One of the rules with Mad Doc is that he has to move as quickly towards the closest enemy as possible. So everyone has to move up. Battle Wagon's going to move up and see if it can take some shots around the corner. And the bikes are moving away from that Hive Tyrant. Now into shooting, the looters are going to fire at the what is it called? Tarragon. And they get 15 shots. Of those 15 shots, only 4 of them hit. And he managed to make all the saves. So there was a lot of shooting, nothing happened. The boys are going to shoot. Now they get 19 shots. Of those 19 shots, only 5 of them hit. Now 3 of them do wound. He makes 2 of the 3 saves, so 1 wound goes against the warrior. And now the battle wagon is going to fire its 2 big shooters at the Carnifexes. So he gets 6 shots, only 2 of those hit, 0 wounds, and that brings us to the end of turn 1. So far all we've really seen is the Tyranid swarming forward, and the boys just sort of coming around to meet them. So still lots of action still to happen. As you can see, the Tyranids were set up pretty close in that one corner, and then you've got the Hive Tyrant coming in and wreaking a little bit of havoc. This is a very shooty Tyranid army. I wasn't really prepared for that when I put my list together, and I did a fun list. I don't think Mad Dog's a typical one you see in the Orks. So click on the link to see part 2. And as always, we ask if you like the video, subscribe and like it so we know that people want to see more of these. Also, if you want to follow me on Twitter, check out Deathhead Dice on Twitter. And as always, if you've noticed any mistakes, suggestions, corrections, things like that, comment below and let us know what you think. And let us know what you think of the list that Mark and I brought. I know Mark is more of a tournament player, or more of a casual player, so it's definitely an interesting list, at least from my point of view. Comment below what you think, and click on the link for part 2, and we'll see you in a bit.